Welcome to Idiocracy, the podcast where common sense takes a permanent vacation, and we proudly celebrate our inner idiots. I'm your host, Grady. Join with me today are Christian and Delp. How are you guys doing?
Pretty excellent.
I'm doing good.
And we're going to take a deep dive into whatever idiocracy we feel the need to. So today, our very first episode. How this show works, you guys compete for points. Whoever has the most points at the end of the episode gets to host the next one. Points are whatever I deem worthy enough to be funny or correct. But first, we start off with small talk. So how are you guys doing?
Pretty excellent.
I'm doing good.
Anything interesting happen? Any catastrophic events you want to share?
My pet worm died.
Your pet worm
My
died.
chicken got stolen yesterday.
It did get
His rubber
decided.
chicken.
They get
I remember that.
stolen.
That was a
Christian's
rough
rubber
story.
chicken was taken from him.
Yeah.
Well, since it's the first episode, we're just going to jump straight into it. We'll leave the small talk for later.
Whoa.
Now, we have Delp and Christian right here, but in their minds, they're somewhere else. Two lost souls trapped in a place unknown. With riddles and puzzles, your minds will be shown. The door stands firm, locked tight and sealed. But somewhere within, the key is revealed.
Grady, what is this?
Think
We're
with
not in
wit,
Dungeons and Dragons.
act with haste, or be trapped forever in this puzzling place. The light flickers, then silence. Also, there's a rubber chicken in the corner. That might be important, it might not. Keep that in mind.
Oh, is this like Dungeons and Dragons?
This sounds like Dungeons and
It
Dragons.
might be. Delp and Christian appear facing a door with ornate carvings that seem to have a pattern. The patterns have an animal, a pair of eyes, and the number 1. A keyboard pops out of the door with an enter button.
I click enter.
Nothing happens.
No. I click 1 and then I click enter.
Nothing
I
happens.
type rubber chicken and click enter.
Nothing happens. You might want to look closer at the door.
What's the door?
It's a wooden door, very ornate. Like I said, it has carvings of an animal, a pair of eyes, and the number 1.
A paralyze?
A pair of eyes.
Oh, a pair of eyes.
Yes.
Oh, what animal is it?
I don't know what animal has the best vision. That seems what it's asking.
Owl?
I don't know. Is it an owl?
I think so.
How do you know?
Cause
Cats have good vision though too.
yeah, but owls have like the best. I can
There's
see.
a keyboard.
Oh. What animal has the best vision? I'm searching. Click enter.
Google says no results. Error found.
This isn't Google then.
I pull out my phone, look up what animal has the best vision.
The hand appears from the ceiling and snacks your phone out of your hand.
I still. What's that?
Chicken. Chickens have good eyesight. There was a chicken in the corner.
I don't know, do they?
I type in chicken 1 and then I click enter.
The chicken comes alive and smacks Delp across the face. He loses 3 points of HP.
Is that actually true? Wait, how
I'm
many
the host. Anything is true.
how many points of HP do I start with?
I don't know. You'll find out when you die.
Is he
What?
-3?
He's right now. He lost 3.
I feel like you're just
Dang.
making up rules as you go.
Who knows? I am the host. I can do
Sure
whatever I
seems
want.
like it.
That's true. Oh wait, are me and Christian competing?
Yes, but you're also on a team.
I feel like we have to work together on this one.
All right, Christian.
You're staring at a door still. The room is vaguely foggy, and the walls seem to be there, but they're also kind of not there. The door is just waiting there expectantly.
So I just walk through the wall if it's not there.
You hit a wall that appears when you try to get through.
Yeah.
I break
And
the door down. I break the door down.
Christian goes to kick the door and finds out it was open anyway. They never tried, and they enter a room. A ghostly voice emanates from the room.
Christian, good job.
Before he walks through the door, the number 7 swings down from the ceiling and hits Delp again. He loses another 2 points of HP.
What? Why is your room just targeting me?
A ghostly voice enters the room. There is a dial across the hall. It has 4 numbers in it.
Can you speak it more ghostly, please?
There is a dial across the hall. It has 4 numbers in it.
Thank you. I just really want to be immersed.
A task will grant you a number. You have already received the first one. You have 3 more numbers. So you got to enter the number in the dial. That would be the first
Sorry, I was trying to give the mic
You
ASMR.
remember what number?
7.
Okay, so
1.
what do you do?
It's also a 1 on the door.
That was to signify what animal has the best eyesight.
Is that?
So you're saying you enter the number 7 in the dial? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, Delp enters the number 7 in the dial. After looking at it, he catches a glimpse of something out of the corner of his eye. It's a mirror. They walk over to the mirror. A voice whispers from the mirror and a face appears. What is so fragile that saying anything breaks it?
Silence.
The mirror sighs disappointedly that my riddle has been solved so easily and flips around, revealing the number 1
I
on the
entered
back.
The number 1.
The number 1 gets entered.
Wait, but I said I was entering 1 before, so I just,
That was the
You
second
didn't know
number,
that
not
then.
the first number.
Oh, okay.
They go back to the dial and enter the number 1. Christian sees a wardrobe that somehow he didn't notice the first time they entered it on the other side of the room.
Can I tell you how I escaped the room?
You can try.
Look in the mirror, see what I saw.
Yep.
Take the saw.
Uh-huh. What saw?
I see what I saw. I take the saw.
There's no saw.
I see what I saw.
Delp takes an imaginary saw and tries to saw out of the room. Nothing happens. He's holding air.
I saw the cupboard in half. Put the two halves together, makes a hole.
He attempts to saw the cupboard in half with his saw of air, and he just stands there looking like an idiot.
I don't think Grady got it.
I saw what you see, but I didn't see the saw. They enter, and they see the wardrobe.
Yeah.
And on the front of the wardrobe is the question, what's the world's most recognizable smell? Christian opens the door and sees vials upon vials of different smells.
Chocolate.
Delp says the word chocolate, and suddenly the vial with chocolate appears in front of him.
I drink it because chocolate's good.
Delp, for some reason,
smell,
uncorks the bottle of smell and attempts to drink it. The waft of chocolate emanates through.
So I thought it was like a liquid in the vial.
That was a smell.
Inside the wardrobe
I
is
thought
an
it was like-
alcove, the exact shape of a bottle that
okay.
seems to be waiting for something.
I pour the chocolate in the vial.
Delp, for some reason, pours the smell of chocolate into a vial that is shaped like a vial. Nothing happens.
Why does the vial just have smell in it? Wouldn't it have like a liquid that smells like something?
He's got a point.
Delp asks the world why it has the smell, and a hand appears out of the wall and smacks him across the face. He loses 1 point of HP.
Do I have 10? I feel like I probably have 10, and I've already
Right now
lost
you've
like
lost 6.
seven.
I think what you're hoping to do is put the vial inside the vial-shaped hole in the wall.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you said there was a big vial.
There's a vial-shaped hole in the wall.
Oh, yeah.
I
I put the...
You said big vial, so I was gonna say put all the vials in the big vial.
I put the...
Christian attempts to grab the thousands of vials inside the wardrobe and shove them into one vial space. It doesn't work, and he bounces off the wall.
I put the one vial of chocolate in the wall.
Delp puts this vial of the smell of chocolate that is now empty in the wall.
Wait, I don't
Nothing
even know what
happens.
chocolate smells
Chocolate
like.
was not the answer.
Wait, what does chocolate
Is there a
smell
fart smell?
like?
Christian finds the fart smell and uncorks it.
That's disgusting, Christian.
Hey,
What do you-
farts are
what-
very
Can I-
recognizable.
what do you-
Can I
do
please
with it?
leave the room?
I put it in the.
Christian puts the fart bottle in the alcove in the wall.
He should lose
and
points for smelling that.
It uncorks itself. Christian loses 3 points of damage.
Wow.
go.
Okay.
That's good. That was good. I feel represented now. I feel like we're all equally like.
There's
dying.
still so many vials.
Let's go with no, I don't know any recognizable smells.
The mirror from across the room shouts at them, "Hey, you idiots! You guys gotta stay awake!" It seems like a hint, but they can't figure it out.
Coffee.
Delp takes the vial of coffee that appears. He puts it into the alcove in the wall, and the wardrobe shudders in anticipation.
Ooh, it's passionate.
The vial clicks into place, and a number 9 falls from the ceiling, clonking Christian in the head. He loses 1 point of HP damage.
Christian. Oh,
We enter number 9.
Christian walks back to the dial and enters the third number 9 into the dial. After this happens, they both realize there's a table in the middle of the room that has been there the entire time that they have not seen.
that feels like you just forgot to say that earlier.
A voice shouts, "Shut up," at Delp from the inside of the wall.
I look in the mirror, see what I saw, take the saw, cut the table in half, put the two halves together, make a hole, climb out.
Delp still attempts to saw the table in half with an imaginary saw. It does not work. When they go to the table, there is a watermelon in a big glass bottle.
Can we take an ASMR break?
No.
Delp
Let's keep going.
starts making weird clicking noises into the silence of the room, and the room seems to have the power to make him stop.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The mirror shouts at them from across the room, "You gotta put the watermelon in the bottle to advance." There's a watermelon in a bottle.
Okay, so I put the watermelon in the bottle.
Delp attempts to put a giant watermelon into a bottle the size of
I
a water bottle.
take the
Does not
water,
work.
I squish the watermelon up, and I put it in the bottle.
Delp tries to squish the watermelon up, but it seemingly will not
Hear me out.
break.
We grab the watermelon set from a cabinet and put that in the bottle. That is considered watermelon.
Delp goes back to
That's
the
not Delp, that's
the-
Christian.
Christian.
That is me.
Delp switches places with Christian instantly. Christian takes the scent of watermelon out of the wardrobe and tries to put it into the bottle. The bottle seems to like it.
Oh, but when I put the scent into the bottle, suddenly I'm stupid. Huh?
But it does not yield a number, and they stand there thinking, "Man, that should have been the correct answer."
So I take the watermelon and cut it open.
Delp attempts to slice the watermelon in half
No,
with his
I
hand.
smash it open.
Delp throws the watermelon against the wall. It does not break.
Yeah, so this isn't realistic.
Well, since 0 is nothing, that means 0 is the next number.
Christian attempts to enter the number 0 into the dial. A thumbs down appears into the wall from the dial and pokes him in the eye. He loses 1 point of HP damage.
How many numbers are on the dial?
There's 4 numbers. You have 3 of them right now.
Well, we know it's not 0.
And I still have 4 health points, and you still have 5. Let's take turns. All right, what numbers do we know it's not? It's not 0.
We know it's not 0. So we had 7. What were the other 2? 7.
Christian,
there was-
looking at the dial, sees the number 7, 1, and 9.
7, 1, 9.
All right, so we know it's not 0. Let's guess 2. All right, I put in 2.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Hang on, wait.
Wisdom, you
Did
got
we
it.
break the game?
Wait. 7, 1, and 9. Yeah, I was right.
Did we break the game?
They enter the number 2. 2 fingers appear from the ceiling and poke Delp in each of his eyes. That was not the correct answer. I thought I misread the numbers.
Does he not lose health?
He loses half a point of health. It was just a finger poke. A shriek of pain erupts from Delp, but he didn't feel that much. That's what I wanted. Before they try to enter another one, the dial locks itself and has a 30-second cooldown, of which they cannot enter any numbers.
All right, let's just wait 30 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll go get the watermelon.
Hear me out. Right. You break one of the vials. Cut the watermelon with the shards of glass.
Yeah.
They go into the wardrobe and take a vial of what scent?
Watermelon.
The watermelon scent that they already tried,
Oh, we took
and
it out of the...
smash it, and then they cut the watermelon in half. The watermelon reforms before they can put it anywhere.
Okay, so what I do is, I don't know if this is a genius idea, but I take the bottle that we had that we're supposed to fit the watermelon in, and I smash the bottle. And so technically the whole world would kind of be inside the bottle.
Delp, thinking philosophically, attempts to smash the bottle. It bounces back off the floor and hits him in the head. No points of damage are taken.
Oh, wow.
The mirror
Pretty
that has
strong.
been silent shouts across the room, "Think of your surroundings," and then goes silent again. The mirror seems disappointed.
I feel like this mirror is just kind of helping us out. There's a table. And there's a wardrobe. Isn't there a wardrobe?
Yes, there's a wardrobe with a small
There's a mirror.
What? Oh, I look inside the wardrobe. What's in there?
Delp goes back to the wardrobe full of scents that he's been in numerous times and looks back in there.
Oh, I thought that was a separate room.
No, that was a wardrobe.
Is
Oh.
there any bottom drawers to the wardrobe?
Delp checks the wardrobe, not Delp, Christian checks the wardrobe, and in a bottom drawer appears a bunch of statues that seems to be no use to anything.
Bunch of statues. Wow. And take those statues. I'm gonna set them up around to lighten the place up.
Delp decorates very nicely. He should be an interior decorator.
Thank you.
He gets 1 point, 1 ego point.
Oh, 1 ego point.
Ego point's crazy.
What do ego points do?
Ego points push your ego.
Do I get like money?
If you can find a salesman that converts ego points to points, then yes.
All right. Does my character
The
like?
host suddenly realizes he hasn't
Oh,
been keeping
I got
track of
interrupted.
points and frantically writes stuff down.
Does my character like retain his stats through like all these like next episode? Am I gonna still?
Well, if you win, you're the host. So
Oh yeah, you're right.
Delp asks a philosophical question again, and this will not be answered till the next episode.
Because this kind of feels like Dungeons and Dragons, and so I kind of want to create a character of myself.
We break the watermelon with the jar.
We already tried doing that, bud.
We did? Oh, I didn't finish.
I smashed.
Christian attempts to break a watermelon using a jar that has already been tried. The watermelon does not break.
I don't.
The mirror seems to be waiting in anticipation, but nothing's happening.
I smashed the watermelon against the mirror.
Wait.
Delp goes to throw the watermelon against the mirror, but hesitates.
We put...
Why would I
We
hesitate?
use the mirror. Use the perspective of the mirror. Put the jar in front of the watermelon to make it look like...
Christian, in a stroke of brilliance, holds the watermelon up to the mirror and the vial in front of it, and the mirror gasps and says, "It's for you, idiots!" and then goes silent.
We put 4 in.
Wait, has it been 30
It's
seconds?
definitely been over 30 seconds.
Yeah, but I just feel like
Christian
That
goes and
solution
enters
was-
the number 4 into the last remaining slot. The code 7194 is entered. The dial melts away, revealing a split pathway into a dark
Wait.
hallway and a light hallway.
was Christian's hand touching it when it melted.
Christian,
No, it was not.
took his hand off before it melted.
Oh, all right. Was it like heat melting, or was it like, did it just melt like magically?
A voice comes from the wall and says, "This doesn't matter. Just go."
Oh, all right. I guess I go down the dark hallway.
Delp walks down the dark and foreboding hallway. What does Christian do?
I'll go down the light.
Christian goes down the light hallway.
Christian, I miss you already.
No, I miss you too.
The
Thank
two wanderers wander through these dark and light hallways, wondering how they got here and what they're doing here.
Well, I just walked in this hallway. That's how we got there.
Delp talks to himself as he walks down the hallway. Christian sees a light post and then continues on walking.
I'm also walking still, continuously.
At the end of this hallway, both paths end up going to the same place, and it leads to an
that's-
antechamber.
It's incredibly stupid. Why would we even have separate hallways?
Delp loses a point for catching out.
No.
Light and dark side, buddy.
Oh, so you're the light side and I'm dark side?
The two characters start making Star Wars references, and
Yep.
they lose me in the process. The antechamber stands there waiting for them to do anything.
I'm Darth Vader.
The two heroes walk into an antechamber that has three things.
I'm not a hero. I'm an anti-hero.
The two co-hosts walk into an antechamber that has three things in it. They see a coin, a massive coin. They see a
You know what else?
Flip
is
coin,
massive?
heads.
Delp flips a coin and calls heads. The coin
It's going to be tails. I know it's tails. You don't even have to flip the coin.
Heads.
lands on heads, and Delp receives 1 point.
Wait, what? I called that.
I called
He
heads.
called heads first.
You said tails.
No,
I
he
said
he
heads.
switched it to tails.
He said
No, I said it's going
He
to
said-
land on
yeah,
tails.
the-
I said it's going to land on tails.
incorporeal being from the antechamber that appears there says the first answer is the official one. The coin now seems to be completed. Its task done, and there remains a wheel with two names on it, being Christian and Delp, and a D20 dice.
I roll the dice.
Delp rolls the dice, and
Oh, it's gonna be whoever gets the highest.
doesn't
number.
say anything. The dice rolls on 4, and
Oh,
nothing
I punch
happens.
him.
Delp
What?
punches the dice.
No, I punch Christian.
Delp punches
Why'd you punch
Christian,
me?
and Christian loses 3 points of health.
Well, I rolled a dice and kicked up in the ball.
Okay, Christian castrates Delp and rolls the dice, and it lands on 5, beating Delp by 1 point.
I was neutered 6 years
and
ago.
Christian receives 1 point. There now only
Cheater.
remains a wheel and a.
Spin the wheel.
Wheel fortune,
but
baby.
They go to spin the wheel. As they spin the wheel,
Jackpot,
the
jackpot, 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 jackpot.
wall behind them seems to cave in, and a cave opening appears. That
I
can
climb
only,
through the
that can
opening.
only be entered once the wheel is spun.
Oh, I spin the wheel.
Delp spins the wheel.
We already spun the wheel.
The wheel is spinning between the two names and lands on Christian.
Yeah, so this game's rigged.
Christian then falls into a trap,
What?
Oh, Christian.
and he
What a goon.
suddenly respawns back where he was, looking slightly disheveled and scarred from his appearance.
Disheveled.
You did this to me.
I did.
Delp looks at Christian looks at Delp with anger in his eyes, and then they both stare at each other.
Sorry, I
The
called.
hallway is open, and both heroes, or not heroes, co-hosts, walk into the door.
I
Hallway.
actually am a hero because I want to be a good person.
And Delp attempts to be a good person, resolving what he did in the past.
I open the door.
The
We already walked through.
Delp attempts
Oh.
to open a cave door.
Oh,
that-
sorry. I thought you said
and they're
there was
both
a door.
standing in a cave before they're suddenly transported into a heavenly room. And the incorporeal being from before says,
From before.
"Who do you think deserves to win this episode?"
Probably Christian.
Delp.
No, actually, probably the host.
Both of them say the other one, and then Delp says the host, earning him 1 more point for a second.
Meat Rider.
Here's the thing.
They are now staring at each other in anticipation, and the host reveals that they have tied again. Again,
Coin
no,
flip.
not again. They have tied.
We have to coin flip them.
Redo that.
According to the rules of this show, in case of a tie, 1 coin flip is made. The two heroes look at each other. A coin appears from the ceiling.
Call it.
No, you have to call it, buddy.
No.
Alright,
Yes.
fine. I'll call tails.
Delp calls tails. The coin flips. It is tails, and Delp wins the
whoa.
episode.
Good game, sir.
Congratulations, and
game,
this was
Christian.
the first episode of Idiocracy. Most episodes probably will not be this in-depth unless the other characters feel so moved by this podcast.
Oh, yeah. Since I won, I have to host it next week.
So, according to the rules, the next episode of Idiocracy will be hosted by Delp, and
Yeah, 'cause I
he will
won.
bring a new topic to whatever game.
Does
he
it have to be
feels.
a game?
It could be a game. It could be like an opinion. But it could be like, what do you guys think about AI? And we'll talk about it, and you think who has the better opinion.
Alright, cool beans.
They look at each other and celebrate, and they are now
Why is
sucked
Chri-
out of the room. They're back in
Christian-
real life.
Christian should not be celebrating.
Christian is slightly sad, but happy that we
Could
got
Christian
to
please
record.
die?
What?
You guys are now both in
Like,
real
just
life,
in a
and I don't have to
friendly way.
narrate anymore.
That's crazy.
I'm done narrating.
All right, you're done narrating.
Yes, we thank you for joining this.
Did you like that game, Grady?
I'd like that game. Yes. This was the pilot episode of Idiocracy, and I thank my two co-hosts here, Christian and Delp, for joining me
Can
in
I-
this wild journey.
Could I give some ASMR before we go?
Sure. All right, that's all the time for ASMR I'm giving. We have
All
4
right.
seconds. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Yeah, I love you guys.
Any final last words?
I'll be back next week and I'll win.
Delp's
Okay.
rule, Christian's rule.
Bro, I let you choose a coin.
All right.
I'm just kidding. Christian's also rule. We both rule together.
While
But
these
I'm
two
just
are
slightly
arguing
higher.
and bickering pointlessly, podcast out.
I'm like the king.